Did you miss us?
You better. They're okay with sitting on the bench and waiting in the wings because they're sitting on a bunch of benches for a bunch of different teams.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm jaded towards. I'm jaded towards being a dopamine hit. Oh no. But she said they like a man to be like smarter than them in a way.
My butthole tightened. That shit made me uncomfortable.
No.
Yeah, there's no like one size fits all. I don't like that phrase in the context that we were talking about, but
What's going on, y'all? We are back with another episode of On the House. Man, it feels so good to say that again. We took a little brief hiatus. We have been going strong for 20 weeks, man. I think, 21 episodes, right?
Yeah, we had 21.
We did 21 episodes straight. So we were like, you know what? We've been grinding. We need to take a little break. So we took a week off, man. And it was nice. It felt good. You know, abstinence makes the heart grow fonder. Did you miss us?
You better. I'm sure you did. I don't know. At least a few of you did. Yeah.
Dang, I completely lost what I was about to say. I got distracted. My camera distracted me, man. I hate it. I hate notifications. Anyway.
Yeah.
What are you grateful for from our little week break?
Well, I went to the primary reason why we took that break is because I took that time to go to Cali. So I took 4 days, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, 4 days to just go back, visit some friends, visit some family, get a tattoo. So, you know, I was gone from that Thursday to Sunday. And then, you know, it just made recording that week crazy. So we skipped it. But I'm grateful just for the friends I have back home. Just picking up just picking up where we left off after not seeing them for 6 months. You know what I mean? But I just went, I was like, is it cool if I stay there? They were like, yeah, we got a guest bedroom for you all ready to go. Like, don't even trip. So just went. When I told him I was on the way, he was like, I was like, you need me to pick up anything? He was like, no, we got dinner ready and a drink. Just come on. I was like, dude. So we just hung out, caught up, ate dinner, chilled, and just talked. Just caught up on the last few months and everything. And then over the weekend, it was just back to shenanigans, just going out, bar hopping, having fun, talking. It was just great. So I'm just grateful for them. I got to see my mom, have lunch with her and catch up. So that's what I'm grateful for. Just, it's nothing like just even being away for a while and not being able to keep in touch as often as normal, but just knowing that, you know, people that you really care about have your back and like, yeah, we haven't seen you in a while, but you're here now. What's up? And then me being a much better financial place now than I was before, it was good to go out with them and be able to like, honestly, just like buy them food, buy them drinks instead of just being like, shit, y'all buying drinks again? Like, I'm cool. I'm just not gonna drink. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. But then they're just like, you know, what do you want? And they'll just, cause they're buying all these drinks. So they'll ask and I'll just like, it's an insult to deny it. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
It was. Yeah, exactly. So it was much better to be in this place and be like, nah, I got this round and like, cool. I got it. Don't even trip. So it was just fun. It was fun. And I'm grateful for obviously my mom. It was cool just to have lunch with her and we had a real ass conversation for the first time in a while. So that was good too. But Chris, Mary, shout out to them holding it down and just being true friends, man. Just being true friends. That's it. I love them.
Up, man.
Love them. Yeah.
That's what's up. I love that, man. I love that.
not doing the drink reveal yet, but cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
cheers.
he did it. He did it. All right, cheers.
Well, hey, too late. Cheers. What did I do? I would say I'm most grateful from the break of just having a minute to step back and get in my creative bag a little bit. I talked to John about some of the creative thoughts that have hit my brain over the past week. And I think over the past week and a half, I've really accepted my creative side in a way I haven't in a long time. And I wouldn't even say accepted, because like obviously I accept it, but like I'm feeding into it and giving into it more. And I'm just like, this is who I am. Cool. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to talk about. This is what I want to write about. Cool. And I'll get into it more later with my interaction of the week, but it's really nice to take a step back, look at your life holistically, especially on a creative sense, and say, all right, what am I putting out there? What am I doing right now? What am I not doing that I want to do? And just, continue with that mindset and keep pushing and getting better every day and learning from past mistakes, learning from things you haven't done that you want to do, or things you see other people doing that looks cool to you, and taking inspiration from others. So that's where I'm at, man. I'm grateful for all the different ideas, all the different skill sets that I've built up, and everything I'm continuing to work on and continuing to build, Dang, you're all like, oh, I love my friends, I love my family. I'm over here like, I love me. I love everything I do.
I love me. I'm just out here being my best self, I just took some time for me.
Hey, sometimes that's necessary. Listen, y'all, don't be ashamed of that. Take some time for you.
It's absolutely necessary, especially given your current living situation. It's absolutely necessary to take some time for yourself and do something for yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I will say this too. I had my bar outings. I think I've been to the bar at least 3 or 4 times during our break. And I loved every second of it. So, I do. Have been moments where other people have been involved, and it's been great. And, getting out more, especially going out alone too, getting out more and going out alone, meeting people and all that has been great. But at the core of it, man, like I don't want my happiness to be always centered around other people. So I needed to really hone in on my creativity and hone in on what I feel like makes me me. And that's making dope videos, writing fire stories, and putting them out there online. So to be continued, you guys are going to see some cool stuff coming from me very soon, hopefully.
Yeah, I told you, because you asked me earlier and was like, yo, that's fire. That's dope. But when you put that shit up, just make sure
Make sure
you holding yourself accountable. You have to be on it. You can't put that up there like, let's grow together, saying all the shit you said, and then just that's the only post. And like, damn, he ain't posted in 2 weeks. What's going on?
What's he doing, bro?
Yeah. He lied. Yeah. He was just trying to get views, and he ain't get the views he wanted on it, so he scrapped the whole thing. That's what it's going to look like.
And honestly, that's what I love too. I don't know if you guys have even noticed, we've been putting out a lot of clips on this podcast, and I'm not gonna lie to you, they haven't been doing that great, but I've moved myself away from the idea of views and like getting views on stuff. I don't even care about that stuff anymore. I look at it once and then I'm like, okay, cool. I care more about comments and what people are saying. Like I want to interact with people and talk to people. So yeah. Comment something fire on this podcast right now.
Because I told you to.
So I can talk to you. I just want to talk to you. Comment right now.
What the fuck? I took a left turn and a half. Oh, shit. We either got a comment or somebody just clicked off. I don't know which one it's going to be.
Hey, if you clicked off, we weren't for you anyway. Anyway, what are you drinking today, John?
Oh, man. You know what? The last time I got my hair redone before I went to Cali, it was somebody's birthday in there. So The lady that does my hair wanted to order a bottle of wine for her, but her phone was dead. So I was like, you know what? It's like, you want me to, I'll do it. Like, whatever. I'll order the bottle. Cause she was like, oh, my phone's dead. All right, whatever. Like, sorry. I guess we won't get a bottle of wine to drink here for your birthday. I was like, man, I'll do it. Like, what? I was like, I'll order it. I got an Uber Eats right here. I could just order that shit from Total Wine. It's like, it's not that far. And I was like, she can just Venmo me or take it off of what she would charge me on my hair. I'm not tripping. But she just wanted like a bottle of Stella Rosa. And I was like, that's just like $12. Like, don't even. So I ordered that. And I don't know if there was a minimum or not. I just saw the opportunity to get something for myself then. And it was calling my name. So, Old Faithful.
No, now I gotta get it next week, bro. I was thinking about it today. I didn't have time. I was busy and the liquor store closes early. We're recording on Sunday, so in Connecticut, liquor store closes early. So I didn't have time to go get anything.
Yeah.
So go with what I got in the house.
So I was like, I think there was a minimum. So I was like, let me get a little something for myself. It's the same price on the app than it was in the store. So it's like, cool. Ordered it, came in. And I just held on to it because I figured I would drink it next time we recorded. So that's what I got.
I'm jealous. I thought that was what it was when I saw it. I didn't know, but I was like,
just from this?
Bro. Yeah, no. So like you held the blue bottle up.
Oh,
like at one point.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, but then I was like, oh nah. I was like, I don't think it's that. He wouldn't do that to me. He wouldn't do that to me. He did it.
I did.
Yeah, I did it. Well, we all know what I'll be having next week. For me, like I said, the liquor stores were closed. So when the liquor stores closed, the only thing you got is the gas station. So at the gas station, I bought a Coca-Cola, and I just poured some rum in here that I had, and I got rum and Coke. Here we are, man. And rum and Coke is Old Faithful, so there's nothing wrong with it. I probably should have added some ice in it. But the Coke was so cold, I thought it would be all right. But yeah, nope.
If that rum wasn't in the fridge, it'll heat it up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what's happening. I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
I definitely needed some ice.
Lukewarm type shit.
Lukewarm. Yep. It was, and the Coke was freezing, so I was like, oh, I'll be all right. Add ice, people. Add ice.
Add ice. Just make sure.
Anyway, man, I'm just excited to be back. And we got a fun topic for you guys after commercial. So make sure you don't go anywhere because this one is about to be deep, but funny and fun because we got stories. We got real life examples and it is going to be crazy. So we will see y'all after break, man. Welcome back to On the House, and we have our full segment here for you guys. Today, we are going to be talking about Friendzone.
Woo! Oh, very
Can
familiar
you avoid
with that.
it? How to avoid it? Can you get out of it? And how to get out of it? And last but not least, what's the last part? There's one more.
You said how to avoid it.
How to avoid it. How to get out of it.
Can you get out of it? How to put somebody in it? I don't know.
How to put somebody in it.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, well, because, I mean, that'll come up. It'll be kind of obvious how to put somebody in it. Because we're going to talk about how to avoid getting in it. So it's obvious how you put yourself in it. I'm guilty of putting myself in the friend zone. I'm gonna just come out and say that I'm very guilty of putting myself in the friend zone, and I know how I do it. I was listening to this podcast today. I'm a shout him out. Shout out to the Coffee Hour podcast. Graham Stephan. He had on a guest who was a psychologist. I cannot remember her name, but she was a dating psychologist, and she was talking about the psychology of men and women, and like how men put themselves in the friend zone, how women put themselves in the friend zone. And this applied to me so hard. It really made me check myself. She was like, She was like, guys put themselves in the friend zone. She was like, some guys, this is what happens. Guys can be overly sexual and that pushes women away, or they cannot sexualize enough, which then puts them in the friend zone.
Guilty. That's me.
Yeah, not sexualizing enough. Because John, this is what she said. This is what blew my mind. She was like, if you're going to sit here and compliment her dress, obviously I'm paraphrasing, but if you're going to sit here and compliment her dress, guess what? Another woman could do that for her. Why does she need you? One of her women friends could do that.
That's harsh. It's a dope ass dress.
But for real, if you're just complimenting, you got to sexualize it a little bit. You have to.
That's not.
And it's like,
okay, go ahead, continue.
It's like, you know, like obviously, like not in a weird way. It's all about how you say it, but it can't be like, I like your dress. It's got to be like, oh, you look beautiful tonight, because you got to remind them. Dress. Not like that. That's too far. That's way too far. But it has to be at least something where it's like, I'm interested in you beyond friendship. Because if you're just like, oh, that's a great dress, it's like, oh, wow, you're a really good friend. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's like, oh.
Shit, is that fucking... Oh, man.
It caught me off guard, but it's true.
I see what you're saying, and I see what she's saying. I'm not going to disagree. Everyone has their opinion on things and such. That's not how I get down. I wouldn't sexualize it. If I'm interested, I just fucking say I'm interested. I don't feel like I need to sexualize or like do anything beyond the compliment I'm looking to give. I just like, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I want, or I'm interested in you in this way. If you're not, cool. But that's how I just plain out voice that shit.
See, I feel you on that. But then also not everyone's comfortable enough to do that. First off, like just right off the rip, you know what I mean? To just come out and say that. No. So this is another way around it where it's like, it's less forward and more of like of like a feeling out type of way. Yes, because it's like, if I say you look beautiful, like I just used that line. It made my intentions very obvious. And when it wasn't obvious, when it was obvious what I was doing and it wouldn't work out, it was like, okay, cool. This conversation kind of has to go. We have to go our separate ways. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. But okay. Going back to the analogy that this woman used, then can't her girlfriends tell her she's beautiful? Isn't that the same shit?
It's about how you say it.
I guess, but I mean, if that's something she hears all the time. So how are you standing out?
That's a good point. See, now, but that's where it gets hard, because my argument with how you stand out is gonna sound stupid, but I feel like you standing out comes down to her attraction of you now. That's where she has to make the judgment of if she's attracted to you or not, because if she's not attracted to you, then your comment's going to go with all the other guys that said it. But if she's actually attracted to you, you're going to stand out if you say that. You know what I mean?
I could see where you're going with that.
Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about that. I'm like,
okay.
I have no real like rebuttal for that, other than the fact that it's just like, are you attractive or are you not attractive? And that again goes down to like the person, because everyone has a different level of what they find attractive. So it's like,
yeah. I think, I don't know, just personally, when you said you got to sexualize a little bit, my butthole tightened. That shit made me uncomfortable.
Oh, no.
Because it was just, I know where you're going with it. It's just when you use that word, it's never usually in a good way. So I just know, me being who I am and how I am, that's for me, that's not how I get down. I'm more comfortable in the realm of just being like, hey, this is how I feel. I'm more comfortable doing that. This is how I feel about you. I think you're dope. I want to get to know you better. I want to date you. Whatever it is I'm feeling, or like, hey, I'm not feeling this. I'm way more blunt, just because I don't get signals at all. And so that's how I ended up in the friend zone a lot.
Same here.
A lot.
Same here.
So, yeah. So I don't leave it up for interpretation. I don't want any like ambiguity, anything like that. I'm going to just fucking say it. So there's no confusion. You're going to know exactly where I'm at. And then you can do with that what you will. Yeah.
I could see that. I think the only caveat to that is I don't know if that works right now at like in my age, in my generation, because I've tried it that way and it hasn't worked. So I think the ambiguity of it, like, is he feeling me? Is he not? Like adds a little bit more fun to it. And a little bit more of like a little bit more of a back and forth situation where it's like playing chess,
Yeah, there's no like one size fits all. I don't like that phrase in the context of what we're talking about, but Oh, no. That was good to get that kind of laugh out of you. That was a real one. Oh no! But it's to get back on track.
Have you seen the dude from the Planet of the Apes? All right, random. The meme of the oh no! Oh no! I love that, yo. I don't normally put memes on my story, but I put a meme on my story yesterday because I was dying, bro. Like that Planet of the Apes meme has me rolling every time I see it.
Oh man!
Every time I see that monkey, just go, oh no. I'm sorry. All right.
Oh no, you good. I sidetracked this with that. But it's not to go to your point. It's not really. It shouldn't be like a blanket thing. You can sort of read the person you're talking to and fill out the best way to make your intentions known, because
that's fair.
Even though I'm comfortable being that upfront about it, that may not be the way to go about it with certain people. That might make them uncomfortable. They might feel more comfortable, like you said, in the ambiguity of it, in the chase, and the back and forth, and the playfulness of it.
That playful flirty.
Yeah. So I don't give a fuck. If I'm into you, I'm just gonna say it. And if you don't like the way I say it, cool. Then we ain't gotta do this shit. That also comes with being old.
And it's funny because I thought I was like that. Like I thought I was like you, and I thought I was like, I didn't like the chase, and I wanted to just be out there with it. But like, I think what I found is for a minute there, I was really starting to get jaded and frustrated. So that's why I liked it. But man, I kind of have fun with the chase, man. Like I have fun playing that chess game, that intellectual like battle of like, do we like each other or not? Like, am I going to get your number or not? Like, I don't know. There's fun in like the words and like cause I don't say things I don't mean. And I'm very intentional with how I word things. So I have a good time wording things and, playing that game in the bar. Like that's part of what I love at the bar. Just playing that game with people. And I don't know, man. I said I've been to the bar a few times. I played that game a couple times and it's been fun. Yeah. I mean, I've lost more battles than I've won, but it's just it's been fun. I can't lie. It's been a lot of fun.
I don't know who wins more than they lose. I don't know who that is.
I've lost like crazy this week. If I was a gambler, I'd be belly up right now. But I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm having fun, man. It's fun.
Oh man, have you? All right, sort of. Okay, so that's how to avoid it. Is that what she was saying? And how to avoid it? Just. Because I mean, I think we both know that, so I don't think we need to spend too much time on that. Because we're both done that before, and it's because we have been passive and so concerned with not wanting to make someone uncomfortable or to be too pushy, because we know that's what they have to deal with a lot of dudes being over sexual and all that. So, but we just go too far in the other direction, and then
right. So let me just reiterate real quick before we move on.
Yeah.
Don't sexualize it too much, but you have to sexualize it enough for them to know you're interested.
In that way, yeah.
Like you have to, like, you don't take, forget it. Replace the word sexualize with let them know they're attractive. Let them know you find them attractive, and go that route. And go from there, because if you go too far one way or too far the other way, it won't work out. You got to just let them know, like, hey, I still see you as a person, but I see you as a very attractive person. And that's what's important. That's the important part.
Yeah, that's the distinction between over sexualizing it. Because if you're doing that, you don't see them as a person. It's an object that you want to fuck.
Exactly.
So if you're just still treating them like a person, but hey, I'm attracted to you and I want to pursue this or see where this can go.
Beautiful person.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you on that. Just replace sexualize something else.
Yes. It just has bad connotation. I get it.
Yeah, it does. So did she mention anything about getting out of it?
Yes. I disagree with her, what she said about getting out of it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hear
So she said, if you want to get out of it, I love how this is basically a reaction to this podcast. I didn't even finish watching it. I want to finish watching it. But she's basically was saying, hey, if you want to get out of the friend zone, the way to get out of the friend zone is, the only way out of the friend zone is if she was initially attracted to you in the beginning when she put you in the friend zone. That's the only way out of it.
I wouldn't say that's the only way. That's probably where I would disagree too. But I can see where that would be the primary reason.
I disagree with both of you then.
Well, I think that could be a way, because if the reason for her putting you in there was just she thought you weren't interested because of your actions. Let's say you were passive and just like complimenting the dress. Let's say you were just doing that and just hanging out, having fun, not making any sort of intentions known or anything like that. And so she was just like, okay, so he just wants to be my friend, so that's cool. And
she did say, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but she did say if they put you in the friend zone, you should also put them in the friend zone. So I will give her that.
Yeah. I mean, and it depends if that's what you wanted, but I'm using the scenario of I'm passive. I'm not saying anything. I'm just talking to you and being cool. And so you think I'm not interested. So you put me in the friend zone. Yep. Okay, cool. And then I get confidence or whatever the fuck happens. And then I'm like, yo, I make my intentions known. And she's like, oh shit. Oh, I didn't know he liked me. Okay. And then she can take me out. I could get that scenario. I don't think that's how it works, but because I think if she put you in there, then she wasn't interested in you in that way to begin with. Because I think
there could be other circumstances, like she had a boyfriend or something like that. So just
so you're just waiting in the bench, waiting on the bench,
waiting in the wings, and that's what they talked about in there too. Like that's where I'm like, at my end, I just don't think there's a way out of it, and I don't think you should be waiting around, sitting here hoping and praying that you're gonna get out this friend zone eventually. Because guess what, dog? What happened?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying there's a myriad of other people out there for you to talk to, and you don't have to sit here, like, give someone else a chance to find you attractive. Don't sit around waiting for this one woman, bro. Like,
I think that goes to men. That goes to men, I think, because
women
and this is just I'm sure. But this is just my jadedness about how shitty dudes are. Where they're okay with sitting on the bench and waiting in the wings because they're sitting on a bunch of benches for a bunch of different teams.
Y'all make me sick. Y'all make me sick, dog.
That's what I think, man. I think they're just waiting on a bunch of different ones. Somebody's gonna call me in at some point. That's the hope. I think that's what I think. But you gotta, it's a disgusting way to live for sure. Just like, okay, I'll be in the friend zone and just act like being a friend. That's the shit that disgusts me. When you're okay with being a friend zone, or even when you initiate wanting to be a friend just to wait. Like, don't say we can just be friends with the intention of waiting it out and hoping that something more happens from it. That's fucking deceitful and manipulative. And you're a fucking asshole if you do that.
What about when a woman knows that you're extremely attracted to her and you make it clearer and clearer, but she's like pushing to keep you in the friend zone. And then she's like, but I don't want to lose you.
It's a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game.
I've been there. That's why I'm asking. It's happened to me before.
I know.
Who's wrong in that situation?
Both of y'all.
Right? That's what I thought. I'm like, okay, because I'm in that situation over pursuing, but she's also like, but I want you in my life, but I don't like you like that.
Yeah, so both of y'all are in the wrong. She's wrong for trying to keep you around and string you along, knowing what you want and knowing it's not going to happen.
Because you can't voice it over and over again.
Yeah, and you can't be a good friend to her. You can't give her unbiased advice. You can't give. You can't be a good friend because anything you say to her is going to be the intention behind it is going to be you ending up with her. So
he played you? Oh, I could treat you better than that.
Yeah.
Stop playing. Yeah. You too good for that, girl. Stop playing.
Even if you meet some guy like, oh, he didn't do this. Oh, he didn't make a reservation. I would have made reservations. Like the smallest shit you're going to be calling out.
Okay. My argument though for that is that's what they want, because that's what you're in that friend zone for, because now you're the role of the hype man. You're the role of, I need some confidence. You're the confidence hit. Yeah, I think that's what I'm jaded towards. I'm jaded towards being a dopamine hit. For real. I'm jaded towards being a dopamine hit. So like,
you gotta go back to, yep.
You come in,
get your shot,
and then you out. Like,
and they skip out the door, and then they're feeling good, and they don't need to come back for a while.
Exactly, and that's the hard part. But then that goes back into something else she talked about that kind of hit hard. I'm telling you, this episode's a reaction to this podcast. I'm gonna try to link it below so you guys could go check it out. But like, she talked about daddy issues for men being more prevalent and worse than daddy issues for women.
How so?
And so she talked about daddy issues being like, daddy issues in men can be one of two things. You got the dads that were, I guess, there, but overly like desensitized and, just really angry. And that led to sons putting their mom on way too high of a pedestal because they hate their dad. So they put their moms on way too high of a pedestal, and they're like emotionally, they're too trusting of women, and they become people pleasers to women. And that was like, that kind of hit hard for me, because I was like, dang, like that sounds like me. Like, not saying that like, I hate my dad because I don't know him. I don't know him enough to hate him. But, for real. So
I know.
Like, I know it sounds crazy, but for real, he's like, I could pass this dude on the street and not even realize it was him. Seriously.
I know you're serious, dog. That's why I'm laughing.
So it's like, when you say like, when she said that, I was like, dang, maybe I have put my mom on too high of a pedestal, and like, then like that makes you again more susceptible to like being manipulated by a woman. Cause she said women are manipulative, they can be. So I was like, oh shoot, like this is, I was listening. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Cause like that definitely kind of happened to me. Like I put this girl on way too high of a pedestal, and I literally got manipulated, and I got manipulated over and over again. So it's like, it's hard. It's hard to break away from that, I guess.
Yeah. I didn't have a good relationship. I said didn't. I don't have a good relationship with my dad. I don't hate him anymore, but I definitely dislike him. But I don't think I don't know, because I don't know if I think I've been people pleasing my whole life. So before I even knew I had an issue with him, I think I've just been a people pleaser since birth.
I agree. Same here.
So I don't know if me having a better relationship with him would have changed that at all. And even if it is the source of it, cool. I'd rather be the people pleaser than the opposite end of that.
Exactly.
If those were my choices.
Well, and then so the other thing was the opposite of that. So it's like,
which is a fucking asshole and an emotional manipulator. I'm cool. I'd rather be the people pleaser and be a doormat a few times and then find my backbone and strengthen it. That's the journey I would have.
Here we are. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just two guys with daddy issues. Here we are.
Mine stopped
crazy out of context, bro.
It does. Mine stopped through therapy, and that helped them. But they stopped once I told him I don't like him. Once I actually had that conversation with him, mine stopped at that point. Not from anything he said, because his response was just kind of like, "Oh, I didn't even know. I thought everything was all good." Like, just totally just whatever. But the way I felt after saying it was like, "Oh shit, that was a weight off of my shoulders. I shouldn't have waited so long to say anything." He just kind of pressed, just like, "What's going on?" I thought, well, like, is there something wrong because you don't talk to me? It's like, all right, fuck it. You asked, so I'm gonna tell you. And then after I said it, it was just like, oh shit, I feel great. Like, his response didn't even matter to me. I felt great just getting that off my chest and saying it to him. So that was when mine completely ended. So maybe that's when I became whole and stopped. Maybe people pleasing stopped a little after that. I don't know.
Completed your canon event. Sorry, it's a comic book
reference. Film nerd.
It's not a film thing. It's from Spider-Man. It's from Spider-Man. All my Spider-Verse lovers will love that one.
Fucking nerd, dude. I love that this dude is in his bag lately with the nerdy shit.
Oh yeah,
I respect the fuck out of it, dude. I respect it.
I've been tapping in so heavy to all that stuff right now. I don't know what it is, especially, man, all the shows, all the movies. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be reading comic books. It's gonna be crazy, man.
Hey, send it.
Then I'll get Friendzone for sure. Anyway,
only if you bring that shit out on a date or talk about.
Like, here's my collection.
Talk about it. If you bring it on the date, shit.
First date. Right? Here's my collection.
Shit. Unless she's into it too.
I don't even know where we were, dog. Like, I completely threw us off. Like,
oh, you mean in the topic?
Yeah, I completely threw us off.
You good? You were talking about guys with daddy issues and how they end up people pleasers and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's how we get ourselves in the friend zone, though. So that's how that connects.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Let's go. Let me ask you this: you ever had to put someone in the friend zone?
Yes. Absolutely. Didn't answer with a story. Just, yes.
Yeah, just absolutely.
Yes.
You don't got to tell a story if you don't want to give details.
I'll give details. I mean, it's more so just like, it's happened a lot, man. You know, you meet somebody and they're dope, but nothing's going to come of it. I used to kind of be a jerk at times too. So like, I've like hooked up with people and told them, you know, we ain't ever gonna be nothing more, and just friend zone them, be friends with them to this day. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's basically just like, all right, well, like, what was the point in that, bro? Like, why would if they're not somebody you date, like, why are you even hooking up with them? Come on, man. So I also had to grow in that area.
Yeah.
You know, because you should have better standards for yourself. So I've put a few people in the friend zone, and it sucks because I feel bad knowing someone likes me, because me and John have talked about this before.
Yeah.
When someone likes me, they automatically gain 2 attractive points. So if there are 3, there are 5 now. Because they like me. If there are 7, they're like a 9. Because they like me. And they made it obvious that they liked me first before I even had to say anything. So like they're like a 9.
Shit.
So that's also something I had to overcome a little bit. I don't know if I've overcame it yet.
Nope.
It's still hard.
I was gonna say I don't think you have.
No, it's still a pain point for sure. But yeah, no, and I think I'll continue to put people in the friend zone, especially right now. Like at this stage in my life, I'm not settling. I'm not taking anything on that I don't want. So if you're coming into my life and I get the ick, because that's the other thing lately, I've been getting the ick really quickly. Like, I don't know what has been going on. I don't know who I think I am, who I thought I was, but I've been getting the ick really quickly with a lot of things. And you know what? I like it. I like that level of self-love and, not settling, that non-tolerance for BS. Like, so to answer that, I don't know who I thought I was, but I know who the heck I am now. So
you go.
I'm putting them in the friend zone to all 2024. Let's get it.
Fuck it. Just all of them. All of them.
Reachonthehowse@gmail.com so I can put you in the friend zone. Let's get it.
Oh man. You know what? I used to do the same thing as you, where it was, I don't know if it was necessarily just giving bonus points when they did like me. It was just, I would only pursue women that I knew already liked me. I know that's where I was at for a while.
That's a sure shot. I feel that.
And that's why, and it was a lack of confidence for sure. But that's why I ended up in some unhappy relationships, because I wasn't pursuing people I was interested in. So once I stopped doing that and stopped dating with intention, it was just dating with, I'm going to meet somebody and I'll let our interaction dictate where they should be in my life. We hang out, or even if I meet somebody when I'm out, or when I met somebody when I was out, past tense, like a motherfucker. But I would let that interaction dictate it.
Don't get in trouble.
Never. I would just hey, we would hang out and it's like, oh, I don't feel a romantic vibe toward this person. So just let them know, hey, I don't know what you were feeling, but I feel like if you want to go out again, we could do it as friends, because there ain't nothing happening beyond that. So I guess that's putting someone in the friend zone. And sometimes they were cool with it. Sometimes they weren't. Most times they weren't. Because I genuinely meant we could be friends, because some people are just dope to hang out with. I wouldn't say it to anybody that I had no intention of trying to hang out with. It wasn't it wasn't waiting the wings kind of thing. It was genuinely you're cool. We had fun. We had a lot of fun. I'm not attracted to you in that way. I don't see anything physical happening. So we can hang out and be friends because you're dope to hang out with, but nothing beyond that is going to happen. So yeah, I have done that, and I wouldn't put anyone in that situation that's not cool with that. If they're, wanting more, then maybe we can't be friends. That's just because that's not fair to them, and it's not fair. It's not smart of me to put someone in that place that's just waiting for their opportunity. Especially if I'm in a relationship.
Just waiting in the rafters,
just waiting.
Coach.
Yeah.
Take me off the bench.
Just waiting. Oh, how are things going with her? Oh, things are going great. Oh, okay. All right. I'll talk to you later. Wait, what? I don't need that shit. I don't need that energy.
Quick story, man. Quick story, because here we are. Since we're talking about it, so I'm gonna give you an example of where I'm at in my life. Went to the bar Friday night. At the bar, beautiful girl in line. I talked to her. She went inside. I was still in line. I told my boy, I was like, when we go inside, I'm finding her. This is the quick version. So I went in, I found her. I went up to her and I said, "What are you drinking tonight? I'd like to buy you a drink." She said, "Vodka Red Bull." I said, "Okay, hold on one second." So I went to the bar. It was more than a second because there was a lot of people there. But finally, I got the vodka Red Bull. I handed it to her. I said, here you go. Have a great night. And as I was going to walk away, she was like, wait, come here.
That's my move. That's my move. Shout out. Shout out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, this dude's so proud. I'm like a proud pops right now, man.
I am, man. That's like, yo, I'm not hanging around. You don't owe me shit. I just wanted to do this for you just because I'm that attracted to you. You are bad as shit. I want you to just have this drink and have
energy. That's
have
really
a
what
good
it was
night.
too.
I'm gonna fuck off now.
She was giving great energy. She was giving great energy in there.
So
I was
here
like,
you go. Enjoy your night. I will see you later. Shout out to you, dog. I love that
so
shit.
She was like, come here. And I was like, oh, you want me to go with you? So she didn't even say anything else. She just grabbed my hand and I was like, oh. And she like pulled me over where she was. Bro, she like danced on me for like 5 minutes straight, right? So then she went outside. So I waited a few minutes. She never came back. So I went out there because I didn't get her name or nothing. I just got the drink. And I was like, well, she's got to be attracted to me if she pulled me over to go dance. So I was like, yeah. So I was like, all right, let me go try and talk to her, see what's up. So I went out there. She was sitting by herself. So I was like, hey, what's your name? So she told me her name. And then I was like, you're very beautiful. And she was like, thank you. You're so sweet. And then she was like, I have a boyfriend though. I was like, no problem. Take it as a compliment. And she was like, oh, no worries. She was like, you're so sweet. I appreciate it. Gave me a kiss on the cheek. She was like, thank you so much for the drink. I was like, no problem. Have a good night.
Take it as a compliment. Hey, take that as a compliment.
I walked out. I was like, nope, we're not doing this. I don't want none of them problems.
That's funny that was the line. I could dance on you and I can kiss you on the cheek.
But you come out here and talk to me. You come out here and talk to me. Nope, can't do that. I'm not one of them dudes that's gonna be like, oh, he ain't here though. Let's have a conversation. Like we just talking. Oh
shit, yeah.
We just talk. Like
where he at though?
Well, yeah, why he ain't here with you? Why you ain't bring him? Like,
oh God.
You say you got a boyfriend. God. That's all I need to hear, dog. I'm
stop. Just stop doing this shit. She can go out without her. She's not property. She can go out without him. It's okay.
Where he at though? Like I'm not about to sit here.
I would never let you go out. I would never let you go out by yourself. You know that sound possessive as fuck, right?
You mean you never let me leave the house without you?
Yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? You get down like that? Shit.
Yeah. So that right there, fellas and ladies.
Security.
Is how you avoid the friend zone. They say they got somebody else. I didn't put myself in a position to be waiting in the wings. I cut it off right there. She said she had a man. I said, take it as a compliment. Because I already knew them after she said that, I was boogieing on out of there. Bye.
Yeah, because you didn't even...
I wasn't playing that game. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man.
Absolutely
I don't blame you.
Because I've been that guy, man. And I've been that I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I've been that guy kind of recently, man. And it's not cool, man. I'm over it, man. Like I'm good. I'm good, dog. I can't do that no more.
It's frustrating when it happens and you don't know why. When you don't know why it's happening or how to stop it from happening. It's frustrating. When it happens back to back to back to back to back, and I'm not just talking about you. I've been in the same.
That's on me.
I've been in the same position. Yeah, that's typically what it is.
Yeah, that's on me.
Yeah, for the most part, it is. There's other instances where they're just taking advantage of your kindness.
That too.
So whether you're confident or not, they're just taking advantage of that.
She said that too. She brought that up. I'm telling you, y'all go check this episode. It's going link in the description, man. It's fire. But she talked about that. She was like, subconsciously, like she said that women, like a man to be gonna sound bad, but she said they like a man to be like smarter than them in a way, to not have to be like no, like hear me out.
Right,
like,
I'm trying.
Not smarter in like an intellectual way, but smarter in like a you can't get over on me kind of way, and in a way where they'll like question and like probe to find. She's gonna say it way better than me. Y'all go listen to her. But like they'll probe to get answers, because she said if you allow a woman to take advantage of you, like they're already gonna lose attraction because you're allowing them to get away with it, essentially, and they don't want that. Basically, they don't want a man who's going to allow that. And then they also compared it to, I don't know if you've seen those TikToks, but like there's a TikTok trend going around where women will walk around the airport and they'll be like, in their head, it'll show like what they're thinking, and they'll just be like, la, 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 la. And then like they'll cut to the guy, and the guy's like, all right, we got to get to this place by this time. And like this flight over here at this way. So like a lot of times, like, you know, in the comments, those like women will be like, oh, I need my airport boyfriend or whatever. Like basically like someone just to guide them around the airport because they don't want to have to think about it. So yeah, that kind of thing. I know you don't like.
I'm not gonna fucking touch this one, because there's nothing.
It's a psychology thing. It's not like we're saying it. It's not like we're saying it. That's my thing. It's not like we're the ones saying it. I'm commenting on what the woman said. This is what she said is the case. You guys could go in the comments and tell me if she was wrong or not with that.
She's wrong.
I think it's a security thing though.
It's a general statement too. When you make general statements, you're going to be wrong. That's just how general statements work.
Right. Because but more often than not, I feel like that might be the case with going out, going places. You know what I mean? Like it's like I don't want to have to worry about it. Like I want to know that you're competent enough to take care of me and take care of that.
And there's a certain level of security, maybe, and you know, it's in confidence and such. So. Yeah. I don't generally think that's the way it is, just because there wouldn't be so many women looking for it if that's how men are. Because there's a lot of dudes, just based on what she said about what she said about what women are looking for in that regard because there's a lot of
men are like that though. That's the issue she was saying. Like the problem with the men, what she said, the problem with the men is they over sexualize it. So a lot of men are just looking for sex, and they go after, you know, women based on sexual desires a lot of times.
Because they don't see women as people. So they don't care what you're thinking. Yeah.
Right. So a lot of times they'll go after them with purely sexual desires, and
90%
crave more than that. Right. Women crave more than that. So a lot of like the woman that you want will be, you know, turned off. That's actually something else she talked about. The woman that you want will be turned off by you going at them at a purely sexual way. But then she talked about like women going after a guy they might want and them holding back a lot sexually because they've been hurt in the past. And then, you know, they don't get the guy that they want because all these other women are ready to sleep with them on the first night. So it's like, it's a hard balance in the dating world right now that she talked about. And it's like, dang.
For them, but I'm not a fan of making people pay for others' past mistakes. So, I mean,
me neither. Absolutely.
So I don't like that aspect of this is how other people have done. So I'm going to assume you're like that too. Yeah. You just got to be okay with fucking getting hurt.
Absolutely.
So it's just, you know, it's always a risk. Even if you wait, you can run into that manipulative psychopath motherfucker that is okay with just waiting, that gets a kick out of waiting out and playing the role. There's people like that too. There's sick motherfuckers that are like that too. Both men and women that will just sit and wait. Bro. Like, oh, okay, you don't want anything, you don't want to do anything for a few months? I could wait a few months and then I'll still do the same shit. I've heard stories from friends that have of dudes that have done that shit, women that have done that shit. Mm-hmm. So,
that goes back to too, like she said again, men are good at compartmentalizing, and that's something else that if you say, hey, for a few months I gotta wait, then I put you in the box of, hey, all right, cool, I can't have that for a few months. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Get my hammer and my chisel out and wait for a few months.
Yeah, not saying that is something I would ever do, because that's disgusting, but
it's awful.
It's awful. Like just playing that whole manipulation game. That's a manipulation game. I think people as a whole can be just really manipulative creatures sometimes. And I think manipulation is disgusting. I think we need to do a better job of just having good conversations and getting to the point where we understand each other and what we're all after. And accepting it would be someone, a lot better.
Accepting someone for who they are. You don't know how many times I've gotten compliments or like women that enjoy being around me because I let them be themselves. Yes. And what the fuck are we talking? That's like I can be myself around you. That's fucking sad. It's fucking heartbreaking that's an accomplishment that I make you feel comfortable to be yourself.
Here's a worse one. Here's a worse one. Ready?
Yeah.
You're a really good listener. Because people don't listen to you?
No, because they just try to fuck. So they're just like, they're listening for keywords that they can turn into some sexual conversation. That's what it is.
I listen for keywords so that I can continue the conversation.
It's so ridiculous.
That is the keywords that I'm trying to find. Sad, I'm trying to figure out how I can continue the conversation. Oh, dude, and honestly, if I look for keywords for anything, I'm trying to see if you're attracted to me in the same way I'm attracted to you. So maybe I'll try to see what you're saying and what your words mean. I'm trying to do a better job of doing that, because before I was just only focused on the conversation and missing a lot over my head. Shout out to John, by the way. I think I'm doing a lot better. Thanks to his tips. I'm doing a lot better at discovering when a woman likes me. I'm like, hey, bro, she was definitely flirting with me.
She was doing it. It's just picking up on it sometimes.
The subtle cues, man.
It's easy to miss. It's real easy to miss.
It's such a game, bro. I'm telling you, I love the game of it, man. Like, I'm really starting to have fun with this.
Oh, like this
has been fun. Like over the past week and a half, I started to have fun. I know it's bad. I shouldn't be having so much fun in it, but I really am enjoying the single life right now, man.
I mean, no, you should be having fun. I'd rather you be having fun than where you were a few weeks before that.
Oh my God, I was frustrated.
I know. So I'd rather you be having fun. I know. So I'd rather you be having fun. Much rather you be having fun.
I think I just stopped taking it so serious. I think that's what it really comes down to.
Whatever the fuck it took. I'm glad it took that.
And on that note, I think we got to go to commercial. We hope you're enjoying this awesome conversation. And if you too want to join in, make sure you email us at reachonthehowse@gmail.com. You could send us dating profiles, awkward dating situations, and just funny stories you want to see us react to. We can't wait to read your emails. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. I haven't brought y'all back in a while. This fucking guy. I haven't brought y'all back in a while. I know you missed my voice. It's all good. I missed it too. But I'm bringing it back here just for you. But I'm just going to get right to it. What favorite interaction of the last week or two, because it's been a while since we last talked. I did miss this shit, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did miss doing this shit, like for real. I was thinking about that during the commercial break. Like, damn, I missed this shit. Miss doing this shit. Yeah, it's fun.
Doing this. This is one of the highlights of my week, man.
Oh, dude.
All right. Well, since we're talking about it, let's talk about my interaction of the week.
Okay, go. Oh, he's starting first. All right, switched it up on me. Let's go.
Not to make this man's head any bigger, but my interaction of the week actually goes to my man John here.
What?
I hit John. He said, what? It was kind of like a week and a half ago, but we didn't record, so I couldn't talk about it. But I'm going to talk about it now because I think it's a valuable lesson for everyone.
Okay.
I hit John with this idea I had. I was like, yo, this is kind of what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling like doing. I really want to do it, but like, I don't know if people are going to like it. I don't know if it's something that's, cool. I don't know if it's something that's, sustainable or whatever. And he was like, yo, like, it's what you want to do. Who cares? Like, you need to be out there. You need to be out there making more stuff. You need to be putting more stuff out there. You're good enough to do it. You need to just do it. And I'm like, dang. He's like, get out your head. And I'm like, oh, shoot.
I did go in. I went in.
He kind of right. And I don't know, man. It's just like, that's really been my thing now, is really just getting out of my own way. So yeah, I appreciate you for that. Cause sometimes you really just like, you need somebody who's going to be honest with you. You don't need a yes man in your circle. You don't need someone just whatever you say. Yeah, man, whatever you say. Yeah. Or, someone overly putting you down. Like, oh, you can't do anything. You suck. You can't do nothing, like, cause I've had both around me. Let's be real. So when someone sees your talent, sees what you could do, but is also like, you could do so much more if you just stop with these, behaviors that aren't serving you. You could be crazy with it, so like that was powerful and impactful. So I appreciate you for that, brother. And if you got homies out there, don't be a yes man, be impactful. Chances are you're close enough to them to see what they want their life to be like versus what they're doing. And if they don't match up, you can be that person to step in and be like, yo, you're telling me this, but you ain't doing that. Like, what's up with you? Yeah. And a lot of times people need to hear that and they need that kick in the butt. So yes, thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
Hey, I'm glad you reached out and just and wanted my opinion on it, honestly, and trusting me enough that you actually value what I have to say. And yeah, it's like you said, I know what you want. I know where you want to be with this shit and how much you like doing it and how great you can be at it. You're just holding yourself back right now because it's not you've seen so much stuff and all the shit you watch, and in your mind, the shit you're putting out isn't at the caliber of where you see it being in the future. So because it's not there right now, you're not putting it out there. When in the reality is, if you just keep doing this shit, you'll get there. But you have to do this shit. You have to be okay making some shitty videos that are awkward or just not as good as they could, or not as good as you can be. So yeah. So, and that's why I was like, man, if you ask me if you want to post something, just fucking do it. Fuck the views, fuck anything else. Post it. And then if you look at it and you watch it back and you're like, you know what? I don't think that's for me. Then cool. But at least you tried it. You don't want to have I had all these drafts of shit that I had just tried, but never put out there because I was too afraid to deviate from this brand or whatever that I had created. And I wish I had done that, because then I probably wouldn't have taken the break that I did, because I would have had, I wouldn't have been so one note all the time. But I was too concerned with the views and that the growth that it was getting from that one specific thing, just reactions. It was like, if I don't do a reaction, then no one's going to watch. And I just got caught up in that bullshit.
I feel that.
If that's what you want to do, cool. But I know that's not what you want to do. You want to enjoy the shit. Yeah.
I love what I do, and I want to keep doing it. I want to do it for a while. So I don't want to sit here and be, I gotta make sure I'm only posting podcast clips, or I'm only doing no, I'm so much more. Like, I love doing the podcast, but I'm so much more than, just sitting here talking about dating. There's so much to me, and I want to explore all those areas,
Yeah. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. Mine is, I'm gonna roll two into one. So I kind of alluded to it earlier, but when I was in Cali, there's this tattoo artist that I have been following on Instagram for some years. I love her work. I could never afford to get something done by her. But my goal, I just thought like maybe I won't now, but I've changed my mind. Now I'm going to get something done by her. I don't know what it is yet, but that is definitely a goal I want. Just because I went there because her granddaughter is doing tattoos and she just finished her apprenticeship and she was doing stuff. And I was like, that's dope. Like, I'll support an artist that's up and coming. Her style, the stuff that she had done was anime stuff. And I was like, okay, there's this anime one I want to get. So I'll go there.
Stop, there's an anime one I want to do too. She doesn't?
That's the one that's this. But so I went and my appointment was before they opened. So I showed up, she opened the door, was talking to her. And then the artist that I've admired for so long, she came out and like was like, hey, John, nice to meet you. And I was just like, hi. I was so like just in awe. I didn't think that's how I was gonna react, but I was just like, that's her. Like, that's her. The first time that shit has happened to me, dog. It was wild. So that at that point I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get something done by her. Cause that way I felt seeing her, and her style is crazy. She's so talented. So just like when her granddaughter put this on, like we lined it up and she was like, okay, I have to have, what did she call her? Cause she didn't call her my grandma. She said whatever the apprentice calls their, whoever's teaching them. I don't know. Sensei. She didn't use that. She didn't use that either. I don't know what word she used, but anyway. So we went in there and talked, and then like, you know, she looked at it and was like, oh, that's good. I like it. And she was like, who thought of like the placement? And she was like, oh, that was his idea. And she was like, that was good. That was good. That's perfect placement. And I was like, so she was just so dope, man. She was just a cool person. And she was working on some dude, and she's just has this crazy chest back piece she's doing for this dude. She only does really big stuff, so I'd have to really put some thought into it, because I don't think I'm getting any tattoos on my back, because I want to see that shit selfishly. It's for me. So maybe the left sleeve. I don't know.
I forget. I'll think of something. Honestly, I always forget. People be like, "How many tattoos you got?" I'm like, well, "Oh no, 2."
So yeah, so that was it for me. She was just a cool person, and then just, you know, helping somebody out. And she actually did a dope job on this.
She killed it. Yeah,
it looks so good, and especially since it's only a week old. And then I got this one finished too. I just took the bandage off of this one.
Colors are cold.
Yeah, I love the colors on this thing. That one's dope. So I'm just getting inked up. But let's go to
Cali so I could go get some anime tattoos done.
Oh, let's go. Well, I'll make an appointment with Carrie, and you can make one with her granddaughter Mia.
There we go. All right, let's do it.
Let's go. Yeah, you can get something done. Yeah. What anime?
Naruto, bro. Naruto. Gotta be.
I don't know why I asked. I knew that.
I might would do some Dragon Ball, but I probably would do Naruto before I ever do Dragon Ball.
I feel that.
If I did Dragon Ball, it would probably just be the dragon. Like I would wrap the dragon around from Dragon Ball, like around my arm. If I had a sleeve, I don't know if I want to get a sleeve though.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. Do you know what dragon I'm talking about?
Yeah. Man.
Shenron.
Yes, I know. When you get all 7 of the Dragon Balls, you summon Shenron.
Yeah. I'll get a Shenron tat. That's about it. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I really want from Dragon Ball. I don't think I'd want, because you can't put Super Saiyan on your arm. That's gonna look weird unless you I don't really want a person on me. I feel like that's weird.
Do you want? Do you want?
Don't even finish it. Don't even finish it.
What Super Saiyan form would you least want on you?
Definitely 4. The one don't have monkey arm. Second to last would be Super Saiyan 3. I ain't putting no long hair rock star on my arm.
The hair is too long. It's too long.
Yeah, it's too long. I'm good. Good. Nope.
Said the half monkey.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. That's my favorite form, so it sucks. It's my favorite one. But I just can't. I can't put that on my body. It's like, what is this? Well, let me explain.
That's wild. That's wild. Yeah. No, you can't do that. Oh man. Okay. I'm feeling goofy as fuck, so I don't want to do that one. This is funny. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it, but this is just funny. Would you rather? All right, you're on a date with somebody you're really into. Okay. Or you're going on a yeah. So would you rather get diarrhea mid-date? Where you going? You either going to be in there a while or you just making a bunch of trips. Or you have to go on a double date with your parents and their parents.
I made my mom a promise, so I have to choose a diarrhea.
What's the promise?
She's not meeting any more women until it's wifey.
Shit. Was that her idea or yours? You don't got to share if you don't. Oh, shit. She said don't bring nobody else around.
She don't want to meet nobody else until it's like, all right, I'm about to get married. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Shit. Mom say play. You ain't even bring that many. Has she met that many?
Yeah.
Damn, dog. Damn.
Yeah. Well, one way or another, sometimes by accident, it's like,
oh man.
A lot of times it's just like, it's my friend zone that I was waiting in the wings on in the past. And I didn't have the confidence to, so it's just like.
And you was bringing them to your mom?
I wasn't bringing them to my mom. Like, it was just events, like things that we'd have or things that was happening. And I'd be like, oh yeah, you can hang out. And it's like,
that's
all right, cool.
You. That's on you, G.
Yeah, it's on me. But then, I had the relationships that actually like went wrong. And then she's like, okay, cool.
I don't want to do this shit no more. Don't bring nobody over here.
Don't bring nobody here. And so then, I'm very transparent with my mom. So like,
yeah. So
I'll tell her about some of these crazies. Not like full stories, but I'll tell her about some of the crazies I deal with.
So what does that be like?
Don't let me.
Does it mean you can only she'll only want to meet when you're engaged?
No, like I'll know that's gonna be the one. Like,
but you don't.
You have an idea. Like if you're trying to make her the one, if you're trying to like spend the rest of your life with this woman, then you could bring her by. But if not, I'm good.
And once that happens, I hope it works. Because if you do that and it don't work, she's gonna be like, I'll meet her at the wedding.
I'll meet her at the wedding. Yo, my mom's is done, bro. She's not playing. She's done, bro.
Oh, that shit's comedy.
Yo, she tired for me, bro. I feel it.
I guess so. Mom. You ain't even 30 yet. You ain't even nowhere near 30 yet. Damn.
No. Yeah, she ain't playing. But she also had 2 brothers, so she like went through it like with my uncles and all the women, and plus all my cousins, like all the women they brought around. And she worked in the hospital, so they'd all go up to her. Hey, do you remember me? So like she's just like, I'm tired of meeting y'all's girlfriends. Y'all knock it off.
I got you. I just didn't bring that many home to my mom unless we were already together. So maybe that was it.
I used to live with my grandmother too, so like. My grandmother would tell her about the girls I'd have over. Because my grandmother didn't know the difference. Like, I was friends with a lot of these girls, but, like, I just had more female friends. So, like, my grandmother didn't know the difference.
Yeah.
He brought 2 girls over today. Grandma, like, these are my friends.
Oh, man. Oh, dude, I think I'm going to have to agree with you.
I gotta get the diarrhea, dog. I got to.
Oh, that's gonna fucking suck.
Nah, I could cover it up.
I ain't covering it up.
I could cover it up. I'll be in the bathroom. I'll be in the bathroom for a while. I'm like, yo, my boy. I would actually. Nah, I'd call you. I'm like, my bad. My boy had a problem. I'd call you while I'm in there. Like, yo, I need you to cover for me. So I'm calling you right now. have my back. Have me on this one.
Oh shit! I got you.
I'm calling you right now.
I got you.
I'm calling you right now because I'm struggling, and I'm gonna be like, hey, my boy is calling me. He's got some issues going on. He's going through it right now. She'll be like, oh my God, is he okay? And I look like such like a loyal friend, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how I'll cover it up. You know, and then obviously I'll tell her like once I get past like date number 5 or 6. But like,
you gonna tell her that you really had the shit?
Yeah. Eventually, like that would I'll be like, yeah, you know, you remember that? I probably won't be dating 5 or 6. I'll probably be like year 1 into a relationship. Hey, you remember this? Yeah, no.
So one of the things I liked about you most of being a good friend is a lie.
No, I'm a great friend. It's consistent. It's just like, you know, it's just the excuse for the day. Actually, he's a better friend than me because he accepted the call. That's the truth.
You got good. Oh, that would be you got really good friends. For me, yeah, I would just say it though. I would just straight up be like, yo, so I don't know what happened, but my stomach is not right. So I understand if you don't want to wait, but this ain't gonna be over quickly. So we could try again another time. But I'm either gonna have to sit in this bathroom for a while. I honestly want to go home. I don't want to have the runs in a public restroom and just have to be chained to a public restroom. So I would honestly just be like, look, I don't know what it is, if it's something I ate here or earlier, but my stomach is fucked. So I want to go home. I would like to do this again. Handle it. I would like to do this again. I understand if you don't, but I gotta go home because I'm about to blow these pants out.
But what if she thinks that's an excuse?
That's fair. That's a chance I'm gonna take. But I ain't about to make these uncomfortable trips to the bathroom to wipe my ass with 1-ply toilet paper. With no bidet, like a peasant. Stupid. I'm stupid. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. Listen, you don't have a heated toilet seat. I don't want to hear from you. Get a heated toilet seat, then go talk to me.
Yo.
I'm playing. I'm bugging. I'm also saying anything.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Heated toilet seats are dope, though. I want to buy one. They're on Amazon. Like $100, I think.
You just got to have an outlet in your bathroom.
I don't think you need an outlet. I think they're battery powered.
You're going to be going through batteries. Make sure.
Let me check.
Make sure you check that is actually...
We looking right now. Because, I don't think there's an outlet close to my toilet, now that you mentioned it.
There isn't one close to mine, so that's why I don't have one of those. But I wanted to get the one that's a seat, that has the heated thing and all that. But, I don't have an outlet, and I'm not running a cord across
the whole bathroom.
Not like it's big. It looks like they're
battery powered, dog.
Oh, kind of, does it take like D batteries or some shit? I don't know. Anyway,
man, this is crazy.
Wash your ass. Get a bidet.
These are all battery operated, dog.
Shout out to bidets.
That's a
thanks
plug.
for joining us. If you want to talk about the bidet you got or are interested in getting, or if you have a would you rather, if you have a comment, a suggestion, if you want to call Julian on this bullshit.
Companies. No, you stop. Heated toilet seat companies. If you want to sponsor us, we love you. Okay? We love you.
Don't talk.
We welcome you.
We'll let you know if we love you or not. I can't be bought.
He does not speak for all of us. I could be bought with a heated toilet seat. Stop playing. Everybody got a price.
Yours is a heated toilet seat. All right. Oh shit.
Yeah. All right. I gotta go.
Yep.
My
me too.
camera's overheating. I gotta go.
And just like that, it's over. See you next time.